back to my channel. In today's video, I will be taking you through a simple tutorial of a wall hanging made with many fun techniques like decoupage, stenciling and a crackle effect. Let's get straight into the video.
Okay, let's get started with the wall hanging. For the wall hanging base, you will need either an MDF board cutout or you will need cardboard. Whatever you please can be used. You can also cut it in whatever shape you want. I'm using the shape of a chopping board here, and to prime the base, you can use either gesso or white acrylic paint. Here I'm doing 2 coats of gesso. Just do first layer of gesso, then let it dry and do the second layer of gesso. Okay? Just make sure you're very patient with this. Do not just layer on top of each other, then the coverage might not be even. Okay? After doing that, I'm going to use something called a decoupage tissue or napkin. Okay, this is very easily available in craft stores like Itsy Bitsy and other stores as well. You can just buy this for 20 rupees, 40 rupees, and to tear this tissue, since it's so soft, it might tear a lot. So use a paintbrush and water and just cut out the desired design, just the part that you want to stick onto the surface. Here I've cut it out and I'm trying to remove the 2 back layers of the tissue. The tissue comprises of 3 layers. You only need 2 layers of the tissue. Okay? You only need the first layer of the tissue. The other 2 layers are not required. So remove those and make sure you're only using the printed side. Next, you have to remove get your decoupage glue. You can either use the store-bought decoupage glue or you can also use homemade decoupage glue. The homemade decoupage glue is basically little bit of Fevicol and water. Mix it up to make a very runny glue consistency. Apply a thin layer of it, then put your tissue on top of it slowly and just make sure there are no wrinkles, there are no folds, there's no any small foldings or wrinkles and air bubbles mostly. Okay, just be very patient and just stick it nicely and smooth. Okay, after you have made it smooth, if you can't make it smooth and there's still some wrinkles, use a plastic bag, any plastic bag, and kind of press on top of it. The wrinkles and air bubbles will go. Now what I'm doing is blending the tissue with the background. To do this, you can either use chalk paint or acrylic paint. I'm using chalk paint over here. Just choose whatever color goes well with your tissue paper and makes it look like one piece. Okay, the whole point is to make it seem like it's already been painted, like it's all together. Okay, so I just did one good coat of that gesso. After the gesso, this is an exciting part. I wanted to use this crackle medium that I had got a few days ago. To do that, what I did is I just put a thin layer of this crackle medium on top. Okay, just a very thin layer over the chalk paint that I had already done. Let the chalk paint, the first layer of chalk paint, dry really well. Put the crackle medium on top, let it dry, and then put the second layer of color on top. Here I'm using blue chalk paint. You can use whatever colors go with your tissue, of course. So what this crackle medium is supposed to do is it's supposed to give you a cracked effect. It looks really beautiful if you do it on vases or maybe even like pots that you get, those small terracotta pots. You can do it on that. It'll look really stunning. Okay, so what I observed is that they weren't as big cracks as I wanted. So I put another layer of crackle medium. This time I made it even thicker. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting another coat of chalk paint on it to reveal those cracks again. Okay, but I still didn't get the cracks that I wanted. It was good enough, but it wasn't as big as what I expected them to be. So maybe I should have used more crackle medium. Maybe. Let's try that out again maybe next time. So I was just putting another coat of that. I didn't get many cracks, but I got how much that could give me. Okay, here's another really fun technique that you can do. I'm doing stenciling. So stenciling can be done with just paint and the stencil, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a 3D effect, so I did it with texture paste. Here I'm using store-bought texture paste. You can make it at home for sure. It's very easy. You need talcum powder, glue, water and white acrylic paint. Mix these 4 things with any utensil, any wooden stick maybe. If you have a palette knife, you can mix it with a palette knife as well. Here what I'm doing is I'm placing the stencil, then using the texture paste on top very carefully. I see, just note that I'm not using a palette knife. I'm just using a wooden stick. So don't be discouraged if you don't have a palette knife. Use a wooden stick. It works pretty well. Just be very gentle with it and don't press too hard on the stencil, okay? Be very gentle, be very light-handed and do the stenciling. It will come out really well, even with the homemade texture paste that I told you. I have put this in another video, the homemade texture paste. It is there. I think I'll link it in the description. The recipe is there in the other video as well. Okay. So I'm doing more stenciling with the texture paste, putting the stencil on top, being very light-handed and putting the texture paste with my wooden stick. You can use a palette knife if you have it, of course. Here I picked up another stencil to do the stenciling with, but since I didn't like the design that much, I didn't put too much of that stenciling. Okay. After that was done, let it dry for a good 30 to 45 minutes because the texture paste is very thick, so it takes a lot of time to dry, so just give it its time to dry. Okay, after that I'm taking some gold metallic acrylic paint. You can use whatever color you want, and this is to finish the edges. The edges of the MDF board have to be colored. You can use any color that you like, but I'm using gold here because this gives a more finished look. So when you hang it up on the wall, when somebody looks at it from the other side, they can see that gold paint that's there on the edges, and it gives a very royal, very beautiful feeling to it, and it looks very finished when you hang it. Okay, so I'm just finishing the whole edge of the MDF board with the gold metallic paint. You can also paint it just white, or maybe you can do different colors on it, whatever you wish. Okay, I'm just doing gold here. After that I let it dry, and then I'm doing the rim of the MDF board. You can see after doing the edge, I'm just continuing that onto the edge of the MDF board. This will give it a little bit more of a blended look. That's it. This is completely optional. If you don't want to do it, it's totally okay. This I'm just making it very clear, this is very open to interpretation. So if you feel something is unnecessary, you can definitely cut it down and it'll make it look even prettier. Okay, here's the final step. This is very important. Put a good layer of varnish on top of it if you want it to stay for a long time. Then I put a jute rope in the hole and hung it up. Okay, so this is how the final piece looks, with the stenciling and the side edge which has the gold paint and the crackle medium, of course. I don't think you can see the cracks that much, but
I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next Thursday with a new video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy.